What's going on, guys? Big OpTic here, coming at you with a gameplay commentary on the map Hydro. This gameplay is from Rexy, who is also in the call, along with Daze. So we're bringing you this threesome. Wait, no, they're not called threesomes in YouTube. They're called tricoms. Because then people are gonna get the wrong idea, and let's just move on from there before I dig myself in a bigger hole. So 72 kills, Rexy. What was like your main objective, like in being able to pull so many kills in this game of domination?
I mean, I just play the game and have fun. That's pretty much all I do. that's all.
But yeah, I mean, there had to be some sort of.
I don't plan on getting gameplays.
Right, but there had to be some sort of strategy, right? Because you don't just get in there and then get that sort of gameplay, right? Like there's some things that you do and you do not do. There's places that you go to make sure that you can, you know, pretty much trap the spawn into doing whatever it is that you want, right? Knowledge of the map, etc., etc. I mean, Daze, when you get, you know, gameplays like these, do you have a strategy, or are you just like him, just have fun? If it happens, it happens? Because in the past, D-Treats used to do the same thing. He would just go play, and that's what happened. That's what I do. I just play to have fun. If I happen to get a cool gameplay, I do that. So I get it. But to get 72 kills, like there had to have been some sort of strategy.
I mean, just spawn trapping is mostly a part of it, and making sure that nobody caps B flag. And
wait, B flag or?
Yeah, B flag.
Okay.
Because if you control the mid, then you can control either C or A, depending on which spawn trap you want to do.
Okay, so go ahead.
Personally, I like maintain kill streaks. I like to have a setup like of kill streaks, and like I would have my kill streaks hold it down, and while my team like sits there and like holds it back, and I like to like just get a bunch of kill streaks, and my kill streaks usually help me hold my ground in any sort of domination game. Because if you want to spawn kill somebody, if you want to get them in a spawn trap, you always need 2 flags. It's always 1 flag, and it's usually A or B or C or B. But usually I use kill streaks to hold my ground, and I can sit there and rack up kills with no problem.
What kill streaks do you typically use?
I use normally I always use VSAT. That's a guarantee. Like when you have VSAT, that's a guarantee. Like you know where everyone's at. That's leveling out the whole map. You know where everyone's coming at. Me personally, I use the radar as like a main thing. My radar is what I always usually look at, and then I just pre-fire and predict where they're coming from. It's all really about the knowledge and how you know the map itself. And then I use sentry guns and the Guardian, which I call the frying pan.
Yep. That's exactly my setup too.
All right, so okay, me personally, I don't do any of those things. I don't run VSAT because mostly I play free for all, and the majority of the time I'm too aggressive. And if unless I really concentrate on not dying, I'm never gonna get those kill streaks. So I rely on my team to do most of the stuff. So in this case, for example, Rexy, are you playing in a party, or are you playing with just randoms? Because I'm pretty sure that there has to be some sort of coordination that goes on before you go into the game, right? Because you can't just say, all right, I'm gonna go play this game of domination, and my team is automatically, magically, and mysteriously gonna know that we only cap 2 flags and nothing else, so we can spawn trap them and do the work.
I mean, there is a time where, you know, everything's going right. We have A and B flag, and we're spawn trapping on C. But then there's like a point where those 2 randoms, you know, go in the spawn, they screw it up, and then we have to flip the whole spawn. In this gameplay, it really didn't happen at all. We kept the spawn, and I don't know, I guess I just got lucky with the kids I was playing with. I think I was playing with a lot of snipers. And I think they were going for some clips too. So.
All right. Well, I guess that makes it easier, right? When you're playing with people that have the common knowledge that you do, and they're going for the same common goal that you guys are all going to, and that's, you know, mainly getting clips. I think that, you know, it's a lot easier to navigate it. Whereas if I, who likes to play alone most of the time, go into a game of like hardpoint domination or anything by myself, it's not going to work out the way I want it to. The strategy completely goes out the window. My strategy at that point is pretty much just making sure that I'm doing what my teammates are not doing. So if they're kill whoring and not capturing flags, my job, you know, from, you know, playing this game for so long, just automatically gets me that, because I like to win. And, you know, that's my objective, you know. So if somebody's not playing objective, that's my job. If somebody is playing the objective, then I got to do the best to become the kill whore, which is completely fine. I get it. But I guess it does make it a lot easier when you're playing with people that, you know, snipers, see snipers, and they know what the deal is, right? Like they know that, all right, we gotta fucking spawn trap these dudes and get some clips. And, you know, sometimes magical gameplays happen like it did just now. So So I guess, you know, this goes out to a tip to anybody out there, right? Like, if you want to get clips, the easiest or most secure and fun way to acquire such kill streaks, I'm sorry, kill feeds and you know, clips is pretty much to, you know, work as a group, work together, and abuse the spawns.
Yeah. And another thing is connection. Like I always play with David Days, and he lives on the East Coast, and this gameplay was on my host. So, like, connection's a big thing when it comes to this game. So if you're looking to get, like, really insane clips, I suggest you playing on your own connection. So that, like, connection's, like, a huge thing when it comes to gameplays and, like, yeah.
Well, I agree. But, all right, so the easiest for you in your, you know, in your time of being a sniper and making montages, what have you found is the easiest? And we'll start with Days. What has been, like, the easiest thing for you in order to, you know, have the best opportunities to capitalize on maybe, you know, people coming out of the spawn and you getting a clip? What in your eyes, what is the definition of this is the plan, this is how it goes, and it's sure to happen if you do what?
Well, it all really depends on what map you play, and like in Black Ops 2, there's not really like you do this and you're guaranteed a clip, because the game is meant for like let me say, like, using a lot of red guns. It's like main for like red guns, but sniping comes on the side, and it's kind of like hard to snipe in this game, and it's not really meant for everybody. But there's not really meant for a clip every time you predict it. But me personally, I would think of just go and like and think about it, and then when you're going, like, say for like raid spawn trapping, like that same beginning spawn, there's always a guaranteed triple. Like, those are easy things to do. I think like those are ways that you can predict the spot. Just go there and run. I'm not very sure, like, on.
Do you think that after a certain amount of using, you know, of clips on that particular spot, do you think it loses its luster? Like,
yeah,
you know,
it gets very repetitive.
Yes.
Like, no one's really gonna want to see that over and over. Like, I've seen the raid spawn chat about 1,000 times. Like, it's been in every episode raid. Like, me personally, I like to use maps that aren't like our clips that haven't been hit on them. Like, that's why I love, like, it's unique when someone does something different. Me personally, I like to do OG things, like stuff that people don't see, because it's more of a unique thing to do.
Gotcha. Yeah, so what do you think, like, for example, right, and let's say I'm just a regular dude that likes to snipe, and I say, you know what, I want to make some montages. Do you recommend them doing, you know, what you guys do, or do you say, you know what, I know that you have these clips, but I'd rather see you just hold off and see if you can get something better somewhere else? So the reason I'm saying this is because obviously in the beginning, right, in the COD 4 days, when Grizz was the only one making montages, shortly before 6ins and all the other dudes started making montages, you would see Grizz, let's say on Overgrown, he would just like get a 2-piece, right? Just kill 2 people, and then after that, jump off a whatever the tin roof, and then look towards flag and just no scope somebody. Do you think shots like that, right, where you quick scope 2 people, but then you top it off with, let's say, a 3rd shot, not necessarily in the feed, just right after that situation, right? You kill 2 people, and then you do this cool shot at the end, which is no scope. That was pretty cool. He only knew that the guy was there because he was using his radar. Do you think shots like that are lacking in current montages? Do you think that we're seeing a lot of just regular old feeds and nothing else?
Yeah. Like, it's kind of like, it's good to see things like that. Like, people like JQ.
And this is Rexy, right?
No, this is Dave.
Okay, Dave.
Okay, so like people like JQ, like one of the old players, he doesn't necessarily follow up with everyone's doing same kill feeds and doing the same spawn traps. He uses different variations of different attachments, different guns, and that's why he gets a lot of like feedback, because he does something different. Different is always a good thing, in my opinion, when it comes down to sniping. Like, no one really wants to see a same clip every spot. Like, you play grind, you're gonna just automatically, there's always someone gonna hit a triple on that map. It's too like typical. Everyone knows what's gonna happen. It's not very fun. Like, when someone sees your montage, oh, he's gonna hit that, oh, this is boring already, because I've seen this 1,000 times.
Gotcha.
That's why it's better, like, taking your time on something. Me personally, I would like to take time on something, because if someone doesn't see it, they're gonna like, I'm gonna go back to that because that was actually unique. That's something that I want to watch again.
What about you, Rexy?
In my opinion, like back to that Grizz thing, like saying if it was like really like butchered, like as in split wise, like I think the community has gone past like all of our splits, because I remember like back in the Modern Warfare 2 days where, you know, split quad feeds like were insane, and I feel like we like are putting our standards too high, and we're worrying too much about the kill feed and not worrying about like the game or like the clip that happened. I
say it all the time. I say it all the time. Montages nowadays are about the text in the lower corner than it is in the middle of the screen, and that's pretty much essentially what's happening, right? So, moral of the story, guys. If you guys are listening, you guys are wondering, you know, you don't necessarily have to follow what everybody else is doing in order to be a successful montage maker. There's plenty of things that can be done. There are new things that can be done, and there's always that possibility. And you know, everyone has the ability to maybe bring something new to the table. But this game has wrapped up, and we're gonna end it here. Rexy, Days, thanks for coming on to talk over your game. So maybe I'm the one that came on. But either way, we're gonna end it right here. Any last words? Any goodbyes?
Yeah, can you guys please go look at my channel and Days' channel as well. I'm now starting to upload daily. I'm uploading live commentaries, minis, everything. So
awesome. Cool, and we'll put that information in the description if you guys want to check out both of these guys' channels. I suggest that you do. And yeah, until next time, guys, as always, this has been OpTic, Days, and Rexy. We're out. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, man, don't steal my shit.